NotebookLM, it's probably one of the most underrated and free AI tools right now, and that's because it's so powerful and flexible that most people don't even know what to use it for. Now, I know you've likely seen other videos about NotebookLM, but today I'm going to be sharing with you use cases for your business that you very likely have not even thought of. And at the time of recording this video, Google just announced a new feature that many of us users have been asking for. These use cases will unlock so many different ways for you to create and consume information. If you are a business owner, you're a creator, or anyone interested in just learning stuff. All right, here we are inside of NotebookLM. Again, if you've never used NotebookLM before, notebooklm.google.com. It's a free Google tool. This is kind of what the dashboard looks like. You can click on New Notebook, and then it gives you a variety of different sources to be able to upload PDF, text files. You can copy and paste audio files, YouTube links, which is a fairly new option when I'm recording this. You can upload website URLs, which we're going to be doing today, Google Slides, Google Docs, etc. I have done other videos here on the channel all about NotebookLM as well. So if you want to check those out, I'll link to them in the description below. All right, for the first business use case using NotebookLM, analyze email marketing funnels. So get into an email marketing funnel of somebody that you really admire in the online business space, that you know they're successful. So they know what they're doing when they're writing their email copy. So you're looking at something. I created a new notebook. I've done exactly this. I've taken 14 emails from somebody that I really admire. I uploaded all of the emails. I copied and pasted them right out of my Gmail, right here into NotebookLM. And then I prompted NotebookLM to give me an action plan based on the best practices that are being used in this email funnel. And so I had to analyze the entire email sequence and give me an action plan, replicating the good things that are happening in this email sequence. And check this out. It gave me a ton of information like tone, value proposition, storytelling, call to action. And then it just gave me this entire action plan here broken down by day. And it gave me an entire theme recommendation for each of the days as well. And so this is a really powerful way to use NotebookLM because it's looking at all 14 emails all at the same time and analyzing them and giving me the best practices so that I can then just take those best practices and implement them into my email sequence so that I could literally take this entire action plan down here and then go put this into, say, Claude, for example, and write out my entire email marketing funnel in a matter of minutes. So this is a really cool use case for NotebookLM. All right, let's look at use case number 2, and that's using NotebookLM for optimizing your sales and marketing opportunities. So specifically, how cool would it be to use NotebookLM to analyze the effectiveness of your sales calls? So let's just say that either you or your sales team are doing sales calls and you have the transcripts for those calls. Well, upload the successful transcripts, so the ones that are resulting in sales, but also upload the transcripts of all the sales calls that are not resulting in sales. So what I did is just create 2 different sources here, one of a whole bunch of successful sales call transcripts and the other of unsuccessful sales call transcripts. I had a hard time saying that. And then I prompted it. So you can see here, you're an expert in selling high ticket online business masterminds. I want you to analyze the attached transcripts from recent calls, blah, blah, blah. And I've asked it for different things to look for. And this is what it came up with. It gave me this entire list of insights from the successful sales calls and then down here, the unsuccessful sales calls. And so the cool thing here is what you can do is you can have it create an action plan for you, or you can go up here and you can ask it to create sort of like maybe an FAQ or a study guide or something like that. You could even have it generate that deep dive conversation that everybody's been talking about. And I've done a whole video on that right here if you want to check it out. But what is not included in that video, because just a couple weeks ago from when I'm recording this, it did not have this customize option. So now you can sort of guide the conversation that is happening by the AI host. So they give you some examples here, things to try. focus on specific source, focus on a specific topic, target a specific audience. So you can really customize this deep dive conversation, this audio overview. So you can just click on generate and it'll create a deep dive podcast that discusses your successful and unsuccessful sources here, and then also this note here. So it's really, really cool. Definitely check out that feature if you haven't already. And one thing you'll notice here in the output is that it gives you citations for each thing that it's telling you. So for example, highlighting specific solutions and outcomes. So I can just hover over this number 2 and it tells you what this is referring to. Or I could just click on number 2 and it goes right to the example within the sources that this is referring to. It's a really cool functionality of within NotebookLM. By the way, highly recommend because it will not save your results. If you don't save this, I would add a note and I would add the prompt that you're using and just call it your prompt. And then when you are, creating insights from this information or what have you, you don't have to check this box. You can unselect that one so that is not included in your analysis. This is just something that to be aware of. So if you don't save this and you come back to it tomorrow when you're already, let's just say you're spending time today working on it, it will not be here tomorrow. So you will come in here and say view chat and there won't be anything there. So make sure that you were saving your notes. All right. So for use case number 3, this is something that one of our members in my school community, the AI Playbook Premium community, did. By the way, if you are an online business and you're looking to discover how to use AI in your business so that you can streamline it, make it more efficient, and increase profitability in the process, you can see it here on the screen. This is our school community, and it's an amazing community where everybody's sharing information, helping each other out. It's super supportive community. I have a full classroom in here with done-for-you automations and templates and prompt generators, and we have multiple live calls every single week with me. Not only are you getting AI coaching, but you're also getting online business coaching because I have been coaching online businesses now for 11 years. And so when you join our community, you're also getting, in addition to the AI coaching, online business coaching to help you grow and scale your business. I'll leave the link to join us in the community in the description below. So what our member's doing is she's using NotebookLM to create a personal coach for herself. And the first step in doing this is she uploaded Alex Hormozi's $100 Million Offers book. There is, by the way, a process to convert your Kindle books into PDFs. I'll leave a link to a tool in the description below that can help you do that. But she uploaded the book as step number 1. Then she uploaded an audio recording of a weekly AI open house that she does in her business. So she uploaded the audio recording. Then she asks Gemini inside of NotebookLM to give her suggestions for improving the presentation that she does during the AI open house and how to restructure it based on the Hormozi book, $100 Million Offers. She then asks for it to give her suggestions to improve conversions. And then the final step is she simply asks NotebookLM to give her a new improved outline for a revamped presentation based on the feedback that it's giving her through the lens of Hormozi's book. Then she took her revamped presentation in her next week's AI open house. She presented the new presentation, repeated the exact same process after that. She then took the audio, put it back into her notebook in NotebookLM. And one of the things that she found, and one of the suggestions that NotebookLM gave her, was to show the time and money savings. So then she went to Claude and created the code for what you're looking at here on the screen. She created an AI content creation savings calculator. All right, for use case number 4, let's just say that you put out a newsletter, and in your newsletter, you're curating information from other sources, from other newsletters. Well, you can upload the text from all the newsletters that you subscribe to, for example, in your niche, and upload them in here as sources into your NotebookLM notebook. You can then ask NotebookLM to analyze those newsletters, give you the key takeaways, and also create a newsletter for you that's curating only the most relevant things from the newsletters that you've copied and pasted here into NotebookLM. So check this out. So I asked it to do exactly that, and it just gave me, here are some new AI tools that can help online business owners, blah, blah, blah. So what it's doing is it's looking through all of these newsletters and giving me things that are only relevant to my target audience. So I've given NotebookLM my target audience, and it's curating all of these newsletters here in this one note. Again, from the analysis that it's doing, it's suggesting relevant content for my target audience. So it's going through the newsletters for me. Then what you can do is you can have it write the newsletter if you want to. By all means, always the case with AI stuff. Don't ever copy and paste. This is just going to give you something to start with. And then the other thing, if you want to, you can use the information here from this note to have Gemini within NotebookLM here write the actual newsletter for you, which is an example right here. So this is a super quick way to do information curation. If you're putting out a newsletter, for example, great use case here for NotebookLM. All right, business use case number 5 also comes from another member of the AI Playbook Premium School community. What she did was she used one of her existing online courses and she took all the lessons and modules, got them transcribed, and she uploaded all of those transcriptions into NotebookLM. She then had NotebookLM analyze all of the transcripts and had it write scripts for a 12-week private podcast to deliver to the students of that course. All right, for business use case number 6, use NotebookLM to analyze sales page copy from somebody who you know is successful in their online business. So check this out. I'm going to take the URL of my friend Amy Porterfield and grab this link here. And so what I want to do is I want to add a source. I come over here to link, add a website. So I'm going to paste that URL in here. I've actually already done this. So that's what you see right over here. By the way, this is the page that I am looking at. And so I know this page is successful because she's been running this for a very long time. So the idea here is, how can we use NotebookLM to learn the different elements of what makes that page so successful? So what I did here was I came in and prompted NotebookLM to analyze the entire sales page and tell me the best practices of what's being done in that sales page. So this is what it looks like. Conversion copywriting elements used in that sales page, and it talks about utilizes various persuasive techniques commonly employed in conversion copywriting. And then it goes through all the different things that make up that page and why it's so successful. So now let's take this a step further. We're just going to select just the notes that it gave us. And I'm going to say, create an action plan for me as I want to utilize these best practices for writing my own sales page for my online membership. Press enter and let's see what it does in creating an action plan based on that note. So here's what it came up with. It gave us a, 7-step action plan based on the persuasive techniques being used in that sales page that I can then use in my sales page, modeling what I know is a very successful sales page. So, and what I would actually do is I would build out this notebook. So anytime I come across a sales page or whatever kind of landing page that I like, I would grab the URL, put it here into NotebookLM, and build out almost a swipe file of pages that I like. And using NotebookLM is almost a swipe file for sales page copy or landing page copy that you really like. And so that you can continuously learn and look at the best practices so that you can always stay on top of the best copywriting techniques for different sales pages. For business use case number 7, use NotebookLM to analyze and give you the key takeaways from different podcast episodes that you have either listened to or identified as one that you do want to listen to, but have not had time or probably won't listen to, but yet you still want to get the benefit from that podcast episode. Here's how you can do that. All right, so here's a simple way to do this. Go to listennotes.com. You can go here and type in any podcast episode or podcast and search for it by name. So I want to go over here. I just typed in Michael Hyatt. He has a great podcast called The Double Win with his daughter, Megan Hyatt. So you can come down here and it gives you a description about the podcast, but I want to come down here to the latest episodes. So what I want to do here is I want to grab this audio from this latest episode. So you can just come here to the 3 little dots, click on download audio. Once you've downloaded the audio, then you can come over here to NotebookLM and then upload that audio file. So you just go to the add source, and then as you can see here, supported file types, you can upload an MP3 file. So that's exactly what I've done here and uploaded that audio file right here. I've also connected one of the sources here to my website. So I put in the URL of my website. Again, I can come down here, click on website, paste in the URL. So paste in the URL of your website to whatever podcast episode that you want. And then what you can do is you can ask NotebookLM to give you an overview of the episode. So here's a perfect example of this particular episode. So it talks with Greg McKeown, who's the author of the book Essentialism and Effortless. Amazing book, by the way, Essentialism. And so it gives you the overview of everything that they're talking about. Well, here's the really cool thing. So now that we have the overview, we can use this overview to create a daily action plan for implementing those things into our business. So then I simply asked NotebookLM to give me an action plan and a sample daily schedule. So it gave me the types of things, what to be doing and looking for. And then it gave me a sample daily schedule that I can use. The other thing that you can do here is, you go down here to Notebook Guide, and you can ask it to create a study guide for you if you want to, based on the podcast episode. So here you go. It just generated a study guide based on that podcast episode. And it gives you a quiz too that you can also do. So a ton of flexibility of the types of things that you can very easily do here inside NotebookLM. Here's another really cool way to use NotebookLM. Use it to analyze successful meta ad copy and creative. So anytime that you're seeing ads on Facebook or Instagram, and you've been seeing them for a long period of time, the reason that you're seeing them for a long period of time is because they're working. All right, so let's go grab those ads, have NotebookLM analyze the ads, and tell you exactly what's being done in those ads so that you can use those learnings to write your own ads. This is how to do it. All right, what you do is go to Facebook's ads library. And I'm going to pick on Evelyn Weiss because she has great ads. And so what you can do here is you can scroll down. You can search on anybody here to see if they're running ads, by the way. I'll link it up in the description below. But what you do here is you keep scrolling through and you look at the ads that have been running for a long time. So for example, here are some ads that launched in July. Well, I'm recording this on October 18th. So they've been running a few months. Well, if they've been running for a few months, they very likely are successful. So let's copy these ads and bring them over into NotebookLM, and let's do an analysis on these ads. All right, so back in NotebookLM, that's exactly what I've done. I've just grabbed 4 different ads, and you can just come in here, go to add source, do copy text, and you can just paste the text from the ad copy in Facebook. So I'm just doing 4 ads for this example here, but what I would be doing, similar to the sales page copy that we talked about earlier, I would be creating a swipe file of all the different ads that you really like and you're seeing for a long time. That means they're successful, right? Or very likely means that they're successful. So create a notebook here in NotebookLM. And then what I did here is I just said, you're a world-class meta ads manager specializing in creating ad creative that gets people to take action and convert. So I've written this prompt right here, and it's given me a complete list of the characteristics of successful meta ads. It breaks it down by headline, opening, benefits, value proposition. And again, it includes different citations here. So I can click on number 2, profit potential and reselling rights for this specific ad. And it takes you to which ad that it's referring to. So then again, I could ask it to create an action plan or a checklist, if you will, for the next time that I'm writing ad copy or creating ads to follow. And I know these are best practices because these are all successful ads. All right, for the final use case, use NotebookLM to do customer feedback analysis. So you can do this any number of ways. You can upload reviews, testimonials, support tickets, survey responses, any kind of feedback that you have from customers. And then NotebookLM can summarize them for key themes, the sentiment, identify areas for improvement. You can also connect to, let's just say that you have a page with reviews on it of a product that you're selling or what have you. You can come over here, go to website, and you can paste the URL where those reviews live and bring them right into NotebookLM. And then you can ask NotebookLM to do an analysis of all of that feedback and point out gaps or opportunities that exist to improve your overall customer experience. So here's an example of it's breaking it down into key themes, areas for improvement by services, by product. That's giving you a sentiment analysis, the customer experience. So any customer feedback that you want to get an analysis of, you can upload here into the notebook and ask it to extract actionable insights for improving your customer experience. And you can put in a whole bunch of different sources and continue to build on this notebook. All right, there's 9 interesting and creative ways to use NotebookLM for your online business. And I'm just scratching the surface here. By the way, this is a conversation that we have a lot in our AI Playbook Premium School community. Again, if you'd like to join us in there, I link to it in the description below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.